I also oversee our BIT team, which is our behavioral intervention team, and that's really when things reach a higher level of concern that we have to take a campus-wide approach to help a student get through whatever it is that's either causing them to be a risk to themselves or potentially to the community. And then we have these crisis co-response teams. So one of the things I've kind of created out of this office, working in collaboration with University Police and our community directors in Res Life, is a crisis co-response team. So that's if there's an after-hours mental health crisis. In the past, it would be often UPD showing up. And anytime anyone shows up, like a law enforcement shows up in uniform, it's already a barrier, right? Like that's gonna maybe send some people through the roof. So what we're trying to do is have UPD only be the first responder if there's a clear safety issue that like they need to address immediately. If not, really trying to have the community directors be the first person to respond in a crisis. And so I've worked with both the community directors and the police UPD to do some training around mental health crisis response, identification of symptoms, and de-escalation techniques, all of that, so that response is coordinated and hopefully better suited to help a student kind of get through that moment without ending up at the hospital or behind bars. So yeah, that's it. Sorry, that was a long-winded answer.
No, I appreciate all of that. And yeah, no, we certainly do a lot in this office. It's not just students connecting with mentors. There's way more to it. And I think it's really cool that we offer a lot. And I also want to mention some of like the events that we've held. Yeah. Like I remember the beginning of the semester, we held like a SpongeBob movie night, and a lot of people actually came to that, and it was pretty cool. And even though I wasn't present for it, also our office like helped out at Sex Toy Bingo. Yeah. So we also like kind of incorporate ourselves with events as well to try to like get students to come out and, you know, have fun while also like getting to know us.
Yeah, totally. Like a lot of the work we're doing right now is raising awareness that this office even exists, right? Mm-hmm. Like, so that's part of it, while still trying to do like the good work. And so it's a little bit of a, we're charged with doing double duty right now. But hopefully over time, the idea is that the office is fully integrated to our support. So like students know what it is, they know when they can access it, they know how to access it. And again, one of the things we're trying to do is really eliminate barriers to students getting help when they need it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we did another podcast episode on the survey results. I know I was showing you last time I was in the office, and something that I kind of discovered through that is that a lot of people aren't familiar with a lot of the resources on campus. Yeah. Like we had a lot of people mention like the counseling center. I feel like that's one of like the main ones that people are kind of aware of, but like I feel like a lot of people don't know too much about each center, more so they just know of it.
Yeah.
So
no, you're absolutely right. And that's one of the things I'm going to work on, like over the summer, like really develop a plan to make sure every student coming into campus not only knows what they are and what they do, but where they are located, how to access them, what they can do for them, who the specific individuals are. Like I actually would love to do personal introductions of every student who comes onto campus, just so they know that those offices exist. Because the buffet is pretty big, right? Like there's a lot of resources here, but sometimes like students don't even know where to start. So that's hopefully one of the places that this office can help, is like serving as a resource to help students get connected to all the support systems here on campus.
Oh yeah, and I think it'll be great going into like the next school year, because we kind of started off like halfway through the semester, totally. So you know, I feel like we'll see a lot of differences when it comes to incoming freshmen and incoming transfers. So.
I think so. I think you're totally right. Mm-hmm. I think next year I've already seen a subtle uptick over time. It just is continually growing, but I think going into next year we're going to see a massive uptick.
Totally. All right, and then as for my last question, again, I know that this office hasn't really been up and running for so long, but I was wondering what kind of impact you've seen so far.
Yeah. It's a good question, and let me be really transparent here, and this is even true like with the PEMI ambassadors, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been really clear, like, hey, we're going to put a lot of work into building this thing, not knowing if it's going to work, right? Like not knowing if we're going to actually have an impact, and preparing, like especially the students who are working in this office who are putting in a lot of time and effort for the reality that it's going to be a slow burn, right? It's going to take a little while for this to take hold culturally. But I will say I have seen increased engagement over time. Both students who are coming to the office for support and hearing about it, students who are coming here just to like use the Zendan and kind of quiet their minds and chill out. We have those groups that I referenced. Like numbers are slowly building in those groups. So. And we have like a collegiate recovery group. We have a Courageous Voices empowerment group. We in collaboration with the counseling center, we run the Smart Recovery group, and then a couple other connection groups. And so again, it's going to take a while for those things to get off the ground. But I do think once, especially through word of mouth, like once students start to come into the office and have it be helpful, right? They're going to spread that to their friends who are going to spread it to their friends, and I think it's going to take off in that way. Also, just like one of the things I have noticed, a couple of things, in the PEMI ambassadors, an increased sense of connection in, hey, we're all in this together, right? Like we are all tackling this challenge, and I will be transparent, like the students who are showing up with increased needs, like social, emotional, and mental health needs than ever before in the history of Plymouth State. So and we are not alone. Like this is every college campus in the country. So we have to try and find a way to support and help students as best we can and really meet that need. And so I've noticed like a sense of kind of camaraderie among the PEMI ambassadors, at least. We're like, yeah, like we're in this together, right? Like this is not like like the school administration needs to do this for us. I've actually noticed the sense of like, hey, we're doing this for ourselves, which is kind of cool. And then just generally like kind of an appreciation that the university is like letting this happen and encouraging it. So yeah, all in all, really good things. And I'm really excited for next year to see what happens. Like once we can really get students out of the gate and say, this is what we do, please utilize this service. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I totally understand that, again, like we're just kind of like starting out and we're learning along the way of like what's working and what's not. Like, for example, obviously you know that I'm part of the support program and we have like our craft nights on Wednesday and our Mario nights on Friday. And although people aren't really showing up to it, like we still kind of get together as a team and still have fun, and it's a really good experience.
Totally. I couldn't agree more, right? Like even if you have a group of PEMI ambassadors coming together to like make friendship bracelets, okay, right? Like I've noticed deeper connections in this group that those also expand over time. So yeah, I'm not disappointed at all. I'm not like, I know that this is part of the process. I've developed similar programs before, and it does take time.
Yeah, certainly. Like while doing my research for this project, I was looking up other campuses, like resources, and seeing what was effective. And like the one big program that I found was the Sky Campus program. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, but it's basically, I think it's either in Washington or DC. I can't remember on the top of my head, but all I know is that they actually offer programs online, so you don't have to like go to the university. Like you can, and it's even open to faculty and staff, so it's not just the students. And they're like very quick, short, brief like programs, but they're very effective. The website even has like a bunch of videos of people being interviewed on their experience and the efficiency of the program. So
cool. I'd love to talk more about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can like totally send you the link to that. But it's really cool to see like how effective those types of programs can be, because it really does give you a sense of hope, you know, and it's very much needed on campuses.
Well, and to that point, we are adding more online, like kind of telebehavioral health support for students, because like the counseling center is amazing, right? For students who are showing up at the counseling center. There is a subset of our population that's not showing up, that like for whatever reason, whether they don't want to leave their room or it's too cold outside or there's a stigma attached to it, that I think actually would utilize some of that kind of support differently. So we are adding that as well. Going into next year, which is I'll be really curious to see how it goes.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Matthew.
Thank you, Kai. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate you helping out with this project and getting to know your perspective on our office so far.
Yeah, thank you also for your help in this office.
Of course, anytime. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.